Absolutely. As we wake up this morning and head out the door all throughout the Bay Area, we're still dealing with some very active weather. It's a lot more dry for our friends up in the North Bay, but that wasn't the case, just 12 hours ago. Heading to bed last night, I'm sure you definitely heard all of those storms all throughout your local communities, anywhere from Santa Rosa over into Antioch down into San Francisco. I had a hard time falling asleep too. That rain was heavy for a while as these bands of rain continue to sweep in from offshore. Now, this system has caused a lot of issues. We are currently under flood warnings, which I'm going to dive into in just a second. But right now, as we zoom into closer areas like San Jose all the way off into Morgan Hill, some of the heaviest rain is currently falling in those local communities. It's a lot more dry along the drive along 101. But as we head up into San Francisco, showers just offshore starting to develop, and that's going to continue to roll its way in. Now, the big concern for us this morning, the reason why we still have that first alert weather banner up, it's because there's a chance of thunderstorm activity throughout the next couple hours. As heat starts to rise, as the crust of the earth starts to warm up, we're going to start seeing a lot of instability in the atmosphere as temperatures start to rise. And then this is what it's looking like heading into this afternoon. Into the atmosphere it goes. It's going to shake it up a little bit. We can see some pockets of thunderstorm activity down in the South Bay into this afternoon. Other than that, it's going to look a lot more clear up in the North Bay near Santa Rosa, all the way off into the Golden Gate Bridge, past that into San Francisco, and into the evening hours tonight. Those showers finally start to die down. We are left with a lot more mild conditions. Now, there is still a coastal flood advisory in effect this morning all along the highlighted zones and counties on this map. We will continue to keep a close eye on that as high tide is expected to happen just around 8:30. Now, a flood watch in effect for all the highlighted green zones on this map, but specifically right here in the red, a flood warning is in effect along the Russian River. And as we stretch all the way down closer to Santa Cruz, there's a very similar setup. Flooding conditions are happening currently in those local areas. Now, as we head up into the Sierra Tahoe area, they've been seeing plenty of snow, and they'll continue to see that throughout the afternoon hours today, close to around 10 inches near Bear Valley, about 4 to 5 inches closer to South Lake Tahoe, calling for a winter storm warning still in effect. So if you have loved ones up there, or if you are planning on commuting up there anytime soon, keep that in mind. Chain requirements are still the case for us unless you have that four-wheel drive. Now, here we go all the way throughout the Bay Area. Today, our daytime highs are only sitting in the 50s and the 60s. I want to show you what's happening throughout the next couple days because for the most part, we are clearing up into the evening hours tonight, like I showed you on Futurecast. Tomorrow, we catch a break. You can take a breath of fresh air, but we gear up for more rain heading into our Wednesday forecast. Each of these tubes shows you what the weather's going to look like for that day. Thursday and Friday, clearing up with cloudy skies, and then by Saturday, another chance of showers just around the corner.